Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So for anybody who's not aware of this is a journey of investing $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us in this challenge for as little as $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video we're going to be looking at ticker symbol MMTLP. We're going to be focusing on a review of today's play. We're also going to be looking at MMAT and how it did benefit from significant volume as well today, and a great movement up in the chart, so stay tuned for that. We're also going to be looking at volume, we're going to be looking at the chart. We're also going to be sharing some key messages from the community, and I'm going to be finishing off by providing a quick review of the weekly watch list and summarizing some of the stocks that we called out for the Discord members. But let's first of all start by having a look at the chart for MMTLP. So if you remember, yesterday we closed around about the $4 mark, and today we've had an exceptional day at time of editing. We are closing at $6.60. I think I did see some trading continue in the after hours. So right now, according to the chart I have in terms of close of play, it's at $6.60, which is up approximately 50% on the day. So that is exceptional. And volume I can see here is 6.465 million. So that is quite staggering as well. But the other good news I'd like to share with you here is also the chart for Metamaterials, MMAT. Great news here. And we can see it has crossed the $1. At one point it was trading at $1.11, but the great news here is up in excess of 32%, closing at $1.05. So a tremendous opportunity here for people to get more of a return. And obviously it's not where we want it to be, but certainly going in the right direction. So I'm going to start by sharing a post from John Berder, and earlier today he shared again the data from iBorrowDesk with regard to MMTLP. So his post here is to refresh the link, now only 500 shares, and what he's also said in terms of his message, they put back 9,500. So let's have a look at the data. But before we have a look at the data, the other thing I'm going to give a shout out here is to Bradley, who's also added into the thread, and he said, laughable amount, clown hedge funds shorted 400,000 shares on Friday at $2. They are now getting creamed. We are going to see a lot of short hedge funds back before this is over. So again, John has agreed with that, so thanks to John for that. He's also saying, surprised we have not seen it yet, the lies will come. So the shorts are playing a very, very tricky game, and so far it's not working, but I for one certainly don't underestimate them. But let's just have a look at the data here, confirming what John Berder has said. So if we have a look at earlier, 200,000 shares available, then it went down to 500. Now they've made a little bit more available, so currently 10,000, but still we're looking at a significant amount in terms of reduction from the previous 500,000. I'd like to now focus on the order flow distribution, but before we do that, I'm going to share with you something that happened just before close of play yesterday, and there was a very significant large order here for 50,000 shares that actually went through at a price just in excess of $4. So I know this person has shared this information on social media, so congratulations to this buyer. So let's have a look at what's happened today. We can see in terms of the volume at the bottom, you can see in terms of the large scale orders, these are increasing exponentially, quite significantly. 6th of October we had significant orders of 0.2 million, then it's gone down to 0.1 million. 10th of October we're looking at 0.26 million, then 0.47 million, and right now the latest one we have 12th of October 1.26 million. So it's generating huge amount of interest, a huge amount of data with regard to the stock trending on StockTwits as number one. So it is getting a lot more coverage. What we now need to do is obviously maintain this awareness in the community of investors, in the community of traders, because I think this is a situation that could be certainly very unique. What I'd now like to do is share some questions that were asked in the Discord with regard to the situation for MMTLP as well as MMAT. So first question here is, how much, if any, can it drag MMAT? And also with regard to the S1 approval, does that mean the private spin-off is imminent? So with regard to the first question for MMAT, what I have said here, it is getting dragged up, and that is positive. And one of the key reasons why it's getting dragged up is many people who are selling MMTLP will be reinvesting into MMAT. So some people will be swing trading this. The vast majority of the longs and vast majority of the OGs will certainly be holding this. I'm also holding this for now as well, and I'm aware that a few have done this. So I have seen on social media some people have shared their buy orders and sell orders, but they've also stated that they have invested in MMAT. So this is one of the key reasons. The increase in demand for MMAT is pushing the price up. I also think it's going to have a good chance of continuing as obviously we run up to the S1 approval. MMAT and MMTLP are actually both going to be independent businesses. MMTLP will go into NextBridge. They're not going to be directly related. They're in completely different sectors. However, the common factor they both have is investors. So people who invest in MMTLP, which will eventually become NextBridge, and also people who invest in MMAT are quite common. So most people who are investing in one are also investing in the other. So positive sentiment in one is also likely to be shared in the other. So the other question here with regard to S1 approval, what does that mean? Does that mean the spin-off is imminent? So first of all, once we get S1 approval, we will have confirmation of dates. And after those dates, we will then get a date with regard to the NextBridge being an independent private company. And if you don't sell your MMTLP shares, which I expect many people not to, you will get 1 share of NextBridge for 1 share of MMTLP. So for example, after that, so let's say, for example, we get a buyer like Exxon, they could then offer shares or shares plus cash in exchange for your common stock of NextBridge. Shorts will not be able to own this common stock. Shorts will not be able to get into the private company. That is also one of the key reasons for the current price action of MMTLP. They have a time limit. This is creating a squeeze. It could create an additional squeeze. So certainly from the overall point of view, let's enjoy the ride. This is certainly going to be interesting, and this is not over yet. What I'd now like to do is finish off by giving a shout out here to Ryan Spencer. So special thanks to Ryan, who's thanks to Terry, Tony, the Bird Lady, myself, Syntax and Smokey. But what I would like to also add is there are many more players behind the scenes on social media who have contributed to the situation right now. So special thanks to everyone. And what Ryan is saying is hopefully one day there is a movie on what has happened. It's not yet over. I think we need a lot more positives from the current situation, certainly moving in the right direction. But there is also an MMTLP day, so I'm going to share with you details of that shortly. But I'm sure you'd like to find out what's happening with regard to the bears. So I do have a special message from a special bear. That bear is Raymond. So I did ask him earlier, a couple of days ago. I said, Raymond, can you wish us all well and wish the short to get, and I don't think I finished the sentence there, but what Raymond said here, he said, yes, I wish you well and everyone to make good money, you and your viewers as well. So very surprised by that reaction, Raymond, but thank you for your good wishes. And if you do remember, Raymond, you did advise everybody to sell for $1.50. So I'm glad you acknowledged you were wrong. So that's positive as well. And finally, the other message I'd like to share with you here is giving a shout out to Metamaterial News. So join us here on the 13th of October 2022. I am going to try my best to be there for the first 20 minutes if possible. So hope to see you there. And finally, to finish off, I'm going to give a shout out here to the weekly watches. We were not only watching MMTLP and MMAT, we were also watching other stocks. So a couple of the stocks that we called out, ticker symbol FNGR, ticker symbol PEGY. So let's have a look at how they done. First of all, ticker symbol FNGR. This has been having an exceptional time recently. Today it was up in excess of 13%. Closing at $8.95. So congratulations to everybody who got in ticker symbol FNGR. We also called out ticker symbol PEGY, which is also doing exceptionally well. This is up in excess of 34% today. It was also up exceptionally quite well yesterday as well, so keep an eye on this one, ticker symbol PEGY. So congratulations to everybody doing well in this. And finally, if you would like to get access to our weekly watch list, as well as take part in live trading discussions or ask questions, you can certainly consider joining for as little as $9 a month. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.